let's find out what people think.
Absolutely. Now we're going to chat with random students on street and let's hear about their insights. Let's go!
Today we'll be discussing the correlation between suicide rates and the education system. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Actually, yeah, I have heard about that. The suicide rates are pretty high because of the education system in Korea. Like, I've seen a lot of students crumble over pressure, and to me, I think that's terrifying. Yeah. It sounds incredible. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. And then after the second question, do you think that there are specific aspects of the education system that contribute to this pressure? Yeah, I think they focus a lot on like standardized tests and like quizzes and a lot of the curriculum, and they leave like little to no room for creativity or like any space for the students to actually learn in terms of like art and liberal arts as well. So I think that's what crumbles. It's like for students in Korea, every single thing in their life depends on this test. So I think that's what makes it so pressuring and, you know, so hard to get by. And so, yeah.
That's a great point. Do you have any personal background or experience with this?
Honestly, yeah. One of my friends is in Korea. She said that one of her like schedules when she has a test is going to school at 8 a.m. and then having to take classes until 3 p.m. without any breaks or like little to no breaks, only for lunch or breakfast. And even after 4 p.m. she needs to go to like this extracurricular class where she needs to meet the like tutor and everything until 10 to 12. And she gets little to no sleep because even after the private tutoring, she goes to her house and study until like 3 to 4 a.m. So I think that takes a lot of toll on everyone. She did say like, not only is it your parents that are pressuring you, I think it's like the society as well, the students around you, your teachers, your co-workers even in like your daily life are pressuring you a lot to do well on this Korean SATs. Is that what they call it? Yeah, so I think from what I've heard from my Korean friends, it's not something that I would try. Yeah, it's interesting. Thank you. Thank you.
Are you free to have a short interview? Alright, can you have a short introduction of yourself?
Right. Hi, my name is Marcus. I'm studying mass communication. So, what's the topic?
So today we'll be discussing the pressure on students in South Korea. So, and how that might lead to higher suicide rates among students. So what are your thoughts on that?
I see. Now that's a tough one. Pressure to excel academically is insane, and it can really take a toll on your mental health. I've seen friends struggle with it. It's like we're exposed to be perfect all the time, and that's just not realistic.
Okay, it sounds like the expectations are overwhelming. What challenges do you think that could help alleviate this pressure?
Well, schools need to foster a more supportive environment, one where students feel valued just beyond their grades. There should be more opportunities for extracurricular activities and exploration. And of course, we need to have an open conversation about mental health to reduce the stigma.
Absolutely. Creating a supportive environment is essential in a better mental health. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. For our interview? Yeah, I think so. Alright, can you introduce yourself first? I'm Wei Tian. I'm from Bachelor of Mass Comm, 19 years old today.
Hi, thank you for joining us for our interview. So today we'll be discussing the intense pressure of the education system on students' mental health and how that might lead to a higher suicide rate. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a real struggle as we're constantly stressed about our grades, exams and meeting expectations. Like there's no room for anything else sometimes, and I put all my best trying to plan for my exams, and I think it's not sustainable. That sounds very challenging.
How do you think that school could better support on students' mental health?
Well, for starters, I think we need more counselors and mental health resources that's readily available for us, and it shouldn't be a taboo to talk about our struggles. Also, school should encourage a more holistic approach to our education. One values mental health as much as the academics.
Alright, that sounds great. Thank you for sharing.
Some really thought-provoking insights from our student interviewers.
Absolutely. Let's explore more potential solutions. How do you think that we can address this issue and improve this situation? I definitely think that we need more emphasis on mental health support, like, maybe an increase of counselor in schools, or peers just being supportive of whatever the students want in life and not really basing everything off of their grade SATs. I think that would really help a lot of the students.
Promote a healthier work-life balance and encourage students to pursue interests other than academics.
Most importantly, we need to change the culture around success. It's not just about grades, it's about well-being and personal growth.
Great ideas for moving forward.